Namasarvebhyaha Sarvesham Hardam Swagatam. We start the class with the Chana Shlokas. Krishno Rakshadumam Chara Chara Guruhu Krishnan Namasyamyaham Krishne Namara Satravo Vinikataha Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha Krishna Deva Samudhidam Jagadidam Krishnasya Dasosmyaham Krishne Bhaktira Chanchalasto Bhagavan He Krishna Tubhyan Namaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Sarvesham Punaswagatam. We'll start with the yes.
Vatsala Bhagini. Sorry.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Ashtamodhyayaha.
Atha Ashtamodhyayaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayaha.
Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Uttamai. Once again, I'll chant the full thing. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayaha. Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Continue, ma'am. Continue, ma'am.
Ashtamodhyayaha. Akshara Brahma Yogaha.
Uttam, uttam, uttam. So here there is a dittam there. Akshara Brahma Yogaha. There is a dittam there. That's with mark darkly.
Gholak Mahodaya.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha.
Kim tad Brahma kim adhyatmam.
Kim tad Brahma kim adhyatmam. Kim tad Brahma kim adhyatmam.
Here you can use kin you can use because kim ta is coming. So kin. Kin tad Brahma kim adhyatmam.
Kim tad Brahma kim adhyatmam. Kim tad Brahma kim adhyatmam.
King karma purushottama.
King karma purushottama. King karma purushottama.
Adhibhutancha kim proktam.
Adhibhutam cha kim proktam. Adhibhutam cha kim proktam.
Adhidaivam kimuchyate.
Adhidaivam kimuchyate. Adhidaivam kimuchyate.
Uttam. So here Arjuna is raising a question because in the previous chapter, the last sloka was like this. Sati bhutadi daivam mam sati yajnancha ye vituhu prayana kale pijamam te viduryukta chetasaha. This is what Bhagavan told. So those who realize me in the adhibhuta, in the adhidaiva, and in the adhiyajna, they with a steady mind realize me even at the hour of death. Prayana kale, they will remember me and even at the hour of death. If those who have realized, if they have realized adhibhutam, adhidaivam, and adhiyajnam, these three words Sri Krishna has talked about, but Arjuna could not understand what are these Athidevam, Athibhutam, Athiyajnam. So Arjuna is asking this question. Kin tat Brahma. So what is that Brahman? Kin tat Brahma. And kim adhyatmam. What is adhyatmam? And kim karma. What is karma? All these things are that is the Brahman. What is Brahman? What is adhyatmam? What is karma? Purushottama. That is best among men. Purusheshu uttamaha. Purushottamaha. That is addressing Bhagavan. Purushottamaha. So here Bhagavan is considered as a Purusha. So because in this he has taken a human form, that's why Purushottama. Athibhutam, what is said to be Athibhuta? Kimpro, what is it called Athibhutam? And what is it called Athidaivam? What is Athidaivam? What is Athibhutam? Brahma, Adhyatmam, Karma. What are all these terminologies? So this is what Arjuna is not able to follow this. He is asking these questions to Bhagavan. So we'll continue.
Malini Bhagini.
Arjuna uvacha kintat brahma kim adhyatmam.
Minute. 1 minute, madam. Arjuna uvacha kim tad brahma. Page. Okay. Arjuna uvacha kim tad brahma kim adyantam
Kim adhyatmam.
kim adhyatma.
Hmm.
Kim tad brahmam kim adhyatmam.
Kintat brahma kim adhyatmam.
Kintan tad brahma kim madhyantam madhyatmam.
Kintat brahma kim adhyatmam.
Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam.
Kim karma purushottama.
Kim karma purushottama. Kim karma purushottama.
Athibhutancha kim proktam.
Adibhutam cha kim proktam. Adibhutam cha kim proktam.
Athidaivam kimuchyate.
Adidaivam kimuchyate. Adidaivam kimuchyate. Thank you.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Arjuna uvacha kintat brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama.
Arjuna uvacha kintad brahma kimadhyatmam kim karma purushottama. Arjuna uvacha kintad brahma kimadhyatmam kim karma purushottama.
Athibhutancha kim proktam athidaivam kimuchyate.
Adibhutancha kim proktam adhidaivam kimuchyate. Adibhutancha kim proktam adhidaivam kimuchyate.
Kimuchyate.
Kimuchyate. Then
Lalita Bhagini.
Arjuna uvacha kintat brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama.
Arjuna uvacha kintad brahma kimadhyatmam kim karma purushottama. Atibhutancha kim proktam atidaivam kimuchyate.
Uttam, well chant.
Sapna Bhagini.
Arjuna uvacha किं तत् ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते.
Raghunath Mahodaya, Sapna Bhagini, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Bhagini. Arjuna Uvacha किं तद् ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते.
Meenakshi Bhagini.
Arjuna Uvacha किं तद् ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते.
Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
Arjuna Uvacha किं तद् ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Adhiyajñah kathang kotra.
अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र
Dekesmin madhusudana.
देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
Prayana kale cha katham.
प्रयाणकाले च कथं प्रयाणकाले च कथं
Nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi.
ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः.
Well chanted. So, who and how is Adhiyajna here in this body? Adhiyajna katham, how and who in this body? Who is this Adhiyajnam and how is it in the body? O Madhusudana, that is addressing Sri Krishna. And how Prayana Kale cha katham. How can one remember Niyatatma Bihi, one who is very self-controlled, one who is controlled, Niyatatma Bihi was controlled himself and who is following all the rules, how he should remember you at the time of death. How should one remember you at the time of death? So Adhiyajnaka Katham, how and who it is in my body, O Madhusudana. And when the person who is self-controlled and who is yogi, how he should remember you at the time of his death. That's what Arjuna is asking, doubt to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So he is asking everything, what all one should know about these aspects. So Adhiyajnah is a Jivka Mulya, Adhiyajnah Katham Kotra. Kathang Kotra. Because Tham with Ka, Kathang Kotra. Adhiyajnah Kathang Kotra. Dehesmin Madhusudana. Madhusudana on Harswa. Prayana Kale cha Katham. Nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi. Niyatatmabhihi. Nyeyosi. Harswa. We continue.
Anita Bhagini.
Adhiyajnah kathang kotra.
Adhiyajna katham kotra. Adhiyajna katham kotra.
Dehesmin madhusudana.
Dehe ismin madhusudana. Dehe ismin adhimasudana.
Prayana kale cha katham.
Prana kale che katham. Prayana kale che katham.
Nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi.
ज्ञेयोऽस्मिन् यत् आत्मभिः ज्ञेयोऽसि यत् आत्मभिः
उत्तम धन्यवादः भगिनी धन्यवादः
कलावती भगिनी
अथियज्ञः कथं कोत्र
अधियज्ञकतं गोत्र अधियज्ञकतं गोत्र
देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
प्रयाणकाले च कथं
प्रयाणकाले च कथं प्रयाणकाले च कथं
ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
No, here both are raswa. That is in Tamil they call kuril. Yosi niyatatmabhihi.
ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
Yosi.
ज्ञेयोऽसि ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
Okay. Chant, ma'am.
प्रयाण अधियज्ञकतं गोत्र
Athiyajñah kathang gotra.
अधियज्ञकतं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
Okay.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवादः
हेमा भगिनी
अथियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
उत्तम
थैंक यू
वेणी शंकर नारायण भगिनी
अथियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
अधियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन अतियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन
प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
धन्यवादः
रघुनाथ महोदय
अथियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
अधियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
अनसूया भगिनी
अधियज्ञः कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः धन्यवादः
लक्ष्मी किरण भगिनी
अधियज्ञं कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः
Here अथियज्ञः कथं गोत्र अथियज्ञः
अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र
धन्यवादः
पुष्पा भगिनी
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच
Aksharam Brahma Paramam
अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमम् अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमम्
Swabhavodhyatmamuchyate
स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते
Bhutabhavodbhavakaraha
भूतभावो भवत्करः भूतभावो भवत्करः
Bhutabhavodbhavakaraha.
भूतभावोद्भवकरः
Bhavaha.
भूतभावोद्भवकरः
Once again.
भूतभावोद्भवकरः भूतभावोद्भवकरः
Visargah karma sanyitaha.
विसर्गः कर्म संहितः विसर्गः कर्म संहितः
Uttam. So, Arjuna has asked seven questions he has asked. Atiyajna, Athiputa, what all those things. So Bhagavan is replying for that. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. The Brahman is imperishable. That's Akshara Brahma Yoga. This title of this chapter is also like Akshara Brahma, imperishable Brahman. So the Brahman is imperishable. Imperishable is immutable, imperishable, and it is supreme. Paramam. Param is always supreme. That is the topmost. That is the greatest. Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyaya Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. It is seated in the individual body. That is presence of that Brahman in the individual body is called Adhyatma. Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Its presence, that the presence of that Brahman in individual body is called Adhyatma. And Puta Bhavod Bhavakaraha, the origin of all these beings. The offering offered for the origin of these beings is called karma. It's called karma. So here, what he's saying is the absolute reality is Brahman. And it is supreme, it is above everything. And the senses and our intellect cannot recognize it, cannot recognize that. So it is, that's why it's called Paramam, supreme. It is supreme, we cannot see those things. So, and is the basis, the Brahman is the basis and background of this universe. So, but the changes that take place in the universe that we see changes, it doesn't affect Brahman. Brahman is always imperishable. It is always same. But its creation, this universe, there are changes in this. It is charam. It will perish. But Brahman will never perish. So it is ever behind the universe, and it is therefore called Aksharam or imperishable. So Brahman is imperishable. That's what Bhagavad says. And the intrinsic property, the basic property of anything is called its Swabhava. We also call people, this Swabhavam is like that we say, because that is his intrinsic basic nature of a particular person. So similarly, like for example, if you take sun, its property is to put forth rays of beams of light. That is its Swabhava. That is its intrinsic property. Similarly, Swabhava of Brahman, that imperishable Brahman, is to appear in various forms that we see in this universe called Jivatman. So various forms, that is Swabhava of Brahman, is to appear in all these multitudinous various forms. So this assumption of the role of the Jivatman, that is this presence of the Brahman in all these beings, is called Adhyatma. So Adhyatma, and what is karma? So karma is the main cause of these things, main cause by which they come into existence and they make progress in life, that beings get birth here and then they grow how they grow? They grow and they finally they take they die away. So they're perished. So it's growing. A tree, a seed is sown somewhere, and the seed grows, makes a small plant, and then it grows, it becomes a big tree. Like that is called action. And something is happening there. So here in the third chapter, we are told a sloka, Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaka yajnat bhavati parjanyaka yajnah karma samudbhavaka. From food, beings come from food, and from rain is food produced. Annad bhavanti bhutani, and parjanyat anna sambhavaka. From rain, food is produced, and from yajna, rain proceeds. Only by yajna, from yajna only rain is happening, and yajna is born of karma. So that also we talked about what is yajna. Yajna is when karma is performed perfectly and with the best of motives. That is no personal ambitions, no personal this thing. It is done for the welfare of all humanity. That becomes yajna. So yajnat bhavanti parjanyaha, parjanyat bhavanti annaha, annat bhavanti bhutani. So that is called karma. That's what he says, that offering, that is that the yajna, that is from yajna only the rain is happening, from rain food is produced, and from that Buddha is coming. So he is, so when the offerings that is made, that is called, for the origin of the beings, is called karma. So this is what Bhagavan says here, and karma is the all-powerful agency for man's origin, growth, and prosperity. Karma is the powerful agency that will, for man's origin and his growth and his prosperity. So everything is in karma. From karma, it becomes yajna when it is done with no motives, personal motives. It is done for welfare of everything, welfare of everybody, for the whole world. That becomes yajna. So this is what Bhagavan says here. So he has explained what is Brahman. It is Paramam, supreme, and it is the basis for everything. That is Brahman. And then Brahma, its Swabhavam is to appear in different forms. Then it becomes Adhyatma. And then the offerings that are made for the origin of beings is called karma. So everything, all the aspects, all the questions that Arjuna has asked, Bhagavan is trying to reply for those things. So here, Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Bhuta Bhavod Bhavakaraha. Bhuta Bhavod Bhavakaraha. Visargah Karma Sanyitaha. Visargah is your Jukwa Mulya. Visargah Karma Sanyitaha. We'll continue.
Nagamani Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Aksharam Brahma Paramam.
Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Aksharam Brahma Paramam.
Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha.
Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha. Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha.
Visargah Karma Sanyitaha.
Visargah Karma Sanyitaha. Visargah Karma Sanyitaha. Dhanyavadah Mहोदय.
Kalavati Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Kalavati Bhagini. Gholap Mahodaya.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargah karma sanyitaha.
Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visarga karma sannitaha. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visarga karma sannitaha.
Uttam.
Dhanyavad.
Vinoda Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate.
Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargah karma sanyitaha.
Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visarga karma sanjitaha. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visarga karma sanjitaha.
Sanyitaha.
Sanjitaha.
Not G, no, sanyitaha.
Sanjitaha. Sanjitaha.
Okay.
Sanjitaha. Dhanyavad.
Ya comes first and nya comes first. So, nya, sanyitaha.
Sanjitaha.
Ah, yes.
Sanjitaha. Sanjitaha.
Yes.
Dhanyavad.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargah karma sanyitaha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visarga karma sanyitaha.
Veni Shankar Narayan Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargah karma sanyidaha.
Uttam.
Sapna Bhagini.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate. Bhuta bhavodbhavakaraha visargah karma sanyitaha.
Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
Adhibhutang ksharo bhavaha.
अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः
Purushasthadhidaivatam.
पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतं
Athiyajnohamevatra.
अधियज्ञोहमेवात्र
Dehe dehabhritavara.
देहे देहभृतां वर
Uttam. So here one adhibhuta. Adhibhutam pertains to, it's a perishable nature. Charo bhavaha. It is adhibhutam is of a perishable nature. Whereas Brahman is imperishable. Adhibhutam is, we'll see what is adhibhutam. Adhibhutam is its nature is perishable, and Purusha is Athidaivata. Purusha is Athidaivata, and I alone am the Athiyajna. Athiyajnoham evatra. So I alone am the Adhyatma in this body, or best of the embodied. In this body, I am the Adhyatma. And Deha Pradha Vara. Vara means Sreshtam. Sreshtam, that is Deha Pradha. The best of the Vara means Sreshtam, best of the embodied. He is addressing Arjuna, best of the embodied. Who is with a good body, that is person. That's why he is addressing Arjuna like that. So here, there are 5 elements that we know. They are the ether, air, fire, water, and earth. So these are the 5 elements, basic elements, and they are designated as Adhibhuta. They are Panchabhuta, we call Panchabhuta. I think these are the Adhibhuta. Adhi is the, I think, the prime, the foremost bhutas. Bhutas means beings. So foremost beings is this thing. So in contrast with Brahman, which is imperishable, this is perishable. This is charam. This is perishable nature. And in this universe, the physical structure of anything is made up of these elements. So they are not themselves have any life or anything. They don't have life, all these 5 elements, but they get their they get their distinctiveness by clinging to the the beings who have life. So they get their distinction by clinging to the life of beings. So this is what Bhagavan says. So it is with the aid of these elements that sentience is revealing itself. So these are essential things. They don't have life of their own, but they attach with the living beings and they get their distinction. So beings require the elements for their embodiment. That is, all these living beings, they require these elements for their forming their body. That's what Bhagavan says. That is air, water, fire, ether, and earth. These are required for any living beings to origin and also to grow and also to this thing. So this is what is the Adhibhutam. That is it is imperishable nature. And then what is Purusha? Purusha Chathi Daivatam. Purusha means Pura means city or a city, and he who resides in a city is called Purusha. That is, I think, what Bhagavan means is that the body is there, and in the body who is residing in this body is Purusha. So that Purusha, so he is designated, he is called as Adhidaivata. Purusha Chadhidaivata. Purusha becomes Adhidaivata, and all the beings in this world are controlled by the Brahman, from which the cosmic soul, from which we have all these forms of beings have come into existence. And then Yajna. What is Adhiyajna? That is, Yajna is identified with Vishnu. So therefore, he is designated as Adhiyajna. So what is Yajna? Yajna, we have seen that karma which is performed with no motives, ulterior motives, that is for as a sacrifice, as a for all the welfare of everybody. So there is sacrifice involved in that. So sacrifice is divinity is there wherever there is self-sacrifice is there. Divinity is there. So the maximum, the ultimate divinity is when a person considers himself as Bhagavan. His Jivatman, his Atman is merged with the Paramatman, the supreme consciousness. So that becomes the ultimate, because he has no identity himself and he has merged with the cosmic identity. So that is the sacrifice he is making. So that is the Adhiyatnyam, full sacrifice. And here what he says is, a truly holy man, his body and mind are entirely dedicated to the Lord. So he has no other occupation other than being absorbed in Bhagavan. So whatever he does doesn't mean that he's always he is not doing any work or anything. knowing that the Lord is residing in the hearts of all. The Lord is residing in his own heart, in his own personality, and also he is existing in every other living being. Knowing that fully well, believing that fully well, he works, serves the world with devotion, the best of his ability. So that is Adhyatnyam. So Mahavishnu is there. There is Adhyatnyam, and these are indications of a truly great man who is dear to God. So this is Adhyatnya and Adhipudam, which is perishable, and Purusha is Adhidaivata, and Adhyatnyam, that is the supreme sacrifice one is making. Supreme sacrifice is that he has no individual desire or anything. Everything is for the welfare of the humanity. This is what Bhagavan says here. So here, Adhibhudam Ksharo. Here there is Anuswara followed by Ksha, but here the first letter is Ka. That's why Ing has come. Ksharo. That is K is there. That's why Adhibhudam Ksharo. Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam Adhiyajnoha Mevatra Dehe Deha Bhridavara. Here there is Anuswara followed by Vakara. Deha Bhridavara. Continue.
Pushpa Bhagini.
Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha.
Adhibhutang Sharo Bhavaha. Adhibhutang Sharo Bhavaha.
Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Purushachadhi Daivatam. Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Adhiyajnohame Vatra.
Dehe Deha Bhritavara.
Dehe Deha Bhritavara. Dehe Deha Bhritavara.
Uttam. Well said.
Anita Bhagini.
Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha.
Adhibhutam charo bhavaha. Adhibhutam charo bhavaha.
Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Purushascha dhiya devatam. Purushadi devatam.
Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Purusha adi devatam.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra.
Adiyagyo hame vatra. Adiyagyo hame vatra.
Dehe Deha Bhritavara.
Dehe Dehe vratamvaram. Dehe Dehe vratamvara.
Dhanyavada. Uttam.
Nagamani Bhagini.
Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha. Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam. Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Bhritavara.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Bhrutavara. Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Bhrutavara.
Uttam. Well said.
Dhanyavadah Mahoday.
Hema Bhagini.
Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha. Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Adhibhutang Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam. Adhibhutang Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Bhritavara.
Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Prutavara. Adhiyajnohame Vatra. Dehe Deha Bhrutavara.
Well chanted.
Thank you.
Lakshmi Kiran Bhagini.
Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhavaha. Purushaschathidaivatam Athiyajnohamevatra Dehe Dekhabhritavara.
अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वर.
Ramurthy, sorry, Meenakshi Ramurthy Bhagini.
अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वर.
Uttam, well chanted.
Anasuya Bhagini.
अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वर.
Uttam, well chanted. We'll chant the whole slokas on the beginning.
Okay. Lakshmi HS Bhagini. Lakshmi HS Bhagini.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayah Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Arjuna Uvacha Kintad Brahma Kimadhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adhibhutancha Kim Proktam Adhidaivam Kimuchyate.
Uttam.
Golak Mahodaya.
Adhiyajna kathang kotra देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाण काले च कथं नेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः.
Uttam.
Raghunath Mahodaya.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Visarga Karma Sangitaha.
Uttam.
Veni Shankar Narayan Bhagini.
अतिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चाति दैवतम् अतियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतावरः
Para. Uttamam. Uttamam. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayaha Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Arjuna Uvacha Kintad Brahma Kimadhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adhibhutancha Kim Proktam Adhidaivam Kimuchyate. Athiyajna kathang kotra Deheऽस्मिन् Madhusudana Prayana kale cha katham Nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Visargah Karma Sanyitaha. Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha purushaschathidaivatam adhiyajnohamevatra dehe dekhabhritavara. Samapyamaka will conclude with the Shanti mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Punarmilamah.
धन्यवादः